She was doing it good. And she tall.
On a warm afternoon in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, EA Sports brings you to Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one. As it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes a return for the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so net negative there of 4 yards.
Well, then that's a problem if you don't know that you was doing that. Bro, come on. What are you talking about? Bro, you're full of excuses, bro. Shut up. You bother me with these excuses. Those excuses hurt my brain. Well, it's bad that you didn't realize it for yourself. It's really bad. Because we was letting you know throughout the whole entire time you were doing it. So how you still didn't know? So how you gonna tell me you didn't know? You know what we call that shit? Bullshit! Bullshit, Jonah. Bullshit. Okay? That's bullshit. Full of shit. Keep that shit for yourself. Alright. We weren't asking you, we were telling you. Like, let's do this. Let's do that. You don't give us straight answers. Which is fine. You say you're down for anything. But you wasn't doing anything. So how are you just gonna say you're down for anything if you wasn't doing anything? Yeah, but you didn't move. You didn't move, Jonah. You didn't move. You didn't move. You didn't do a goddamn thing but sit your stank ass down and not move. If we didn't have a clear plan, why you didn't help make a clear plan? If you didn't think we had a clear plan, why you didn't help make a clear plan? Now you're just gonna use that as an excuse. We didn't have a clear plan, so that means I could have just sat there and didn't. We told you to take a shower how many times? How many times we told you to take a shower, nigga? Answer the question. Answer the question, nigga. Bro, we told you that. Yo, mind you, at 10 o'clock we woke up. 12 o'clock we was telling you to take a shower. Right? And we didn't do it. You didn't do it till like 4 o'clock. Now you're trying to justify your actions instead of just saying, just accepting it. Justify it. Oh yeah. Oh, it was because of this. Oh, it was because of that. I don't care, bro.
40 yards. And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback charger on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass. And in a game like this,
what?
With, as you described,
that doesn't be making sense. That what you just said makes zero sense.
When he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here.
0 cents. Bruh, the plan was to go home at 7. The plan was to drive home at 7 o'clock because I had to get home by because it was a 5-hour drive. So I had to get home before by like 1 o'clock so I could go to sleep. Only reason we did all them other shits afterwards is because they told me I didn't have to go to work anymore. It's the only reason. So you can't say we did all that shit anyway. The only reason all that shit even happened is because does it matter whether we came back or not? Why does that have to do anything with any of this? What does that have to do with this? Yo, you decided to take a shower at 4 o'clock when we planned to leave at 7. What part of that are you not understanding? Huh? Tell me. What part of that is not making sense to you? Tell me. What part of that sentence is just confusing you?
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better.
Oh, wow. Well, apparently you didn't hear a word we said to you. Cause that's actually shocking that you say that. Considering the fact that Greg asked you like 10 million times, what are we doing, Jonah? Considering the fact that Greg had to go to sleep. Ah, Jonah. You sick, bro. And that's fine. I mean, we all got issues. But trying to justify that shit with bullshit, with a bullshit thought process, talking about shit that don't even make sense. Like, what are you talking about, bro? That has nothing to do with anything. It really doesn't. Because you could have just asked. If that was the concern, you could have just asked. Oh, we coming back? How we doing this? Well, you didn't ask a question. A question that you was thinking about, you didn't ask. So guess what? You didn't get the answer. You see how that works? You didn't ask, so you didn't get an answer. And the questions we asked you, you didn't give us an answer. So now we're stuck in square one. Staying inside the crib.
These two teams all tied.
Bro, I was bored out of my mind. So bored that I started watching the Dolphins game that we won by 30. So bored. The point is, why are we watching the game? We drove there to watch the game. We watched it live. And I'm sitting in the crib watching reruns when we in another city. I could have did that shit at my crib. If we would have known, we should have just left at 7. We should have just left at 10 a.m. and I could have watched the reruns at my house. Huh? I told you, it worked out. But it could have not worked out. It just so happened that I didn't have to go to work. He said that multiple times, but when he came out, he said, "Y'all still here? I might as well come with y'all." That's what he said. That's what he said. He said, "Y'all still here? I might as well come with y'all." Even he was like, "What?" Well, he was like, we sat his whole shift. Nigga was working and we was sitting down catching fun. You're lucky it did. No, it wasn't. So if we left at 5, we was gonna drive straight there at 7 o'clock. That was gonna be the end.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept,
So you need to work on yourself, man. You need to work on yourself, so the first number one thing you need to work on is listening. Lord have mercy, you need to learn how to listen.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Young to throw it. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Bust through the tackle. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Falcons! A big play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in this career. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. This is Phillips yet again. And he'll go down the number before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Young, eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Rashad Bateman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 88 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Young into the slide, and he's got a first down. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action. Young escaping the pressure right. What was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over here up near the 40. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their... Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Coup now for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Falcons 42, Panthers 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get... Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
There he goes, left side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons are able to add on to their first-half lead. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. It's Young on first down. That is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And Sharp hauls it in. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. Young off the play fake. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll throw again. Young. Oh, he's got a man wide open.
open, complete. Touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
17-yard line.
Looking to throw. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. And they'll get it all the way shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. And he's going to use his legs here.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
And that ball caught free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And even 150 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
2nd and 4. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 18.
A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
He'll look to throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Back to the ground with Robinson.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call no gain on the run there, and now we'll be looking at a 3rd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, with the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Third down and 10.
They'll set up to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo.
From the left hash, this from 34.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st and 10, Young. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay game.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Again, it's Young. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A pickup of 24 in the third down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. Well, we've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Here we go. Here we go. Slide two.
First down, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
It's Young off play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Richie Grant.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And Young will slide to the ground safely as he picks up the first down as well.
Now Young on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On second down, another shot for Robinson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going now.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get ready for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a first down throw for Young. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Out of the gun, it's Young. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. To the air once more, Young. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
That throw by Young incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Now here's Young. Flushed out right. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers get a bit closer. The Young's going to throw for this. They'll roll him out right.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here.
Down the sideline he goes. He may go.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Bijan Robinson.
66 yards.
And the Falcons are on their way to a 2-0 start.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go. Smack, red. Red, cycle.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. And got his man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 33 yards that time.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It'll be Young again.
Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Young, he's going to change it up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Rashad Bateman with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And he's going to get into the end zone for 2, and they're back within 2 scores, down 15 now. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Panthers have recovered. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Here's Young.
Flush to his right.
That is caught with Rashad Bateman.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go, 1st and goal. Young.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Troy Anderson. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. And with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Falcons, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall to 1-1.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.